You want to pick your corn at just the right time. Not too early, not too late. And honestly, that's only a 3 or 4 day window. And you want to get it just perfect, like this one. I'll show you what too early looks like, what too late looks like, and then you'll know when to pick your corn at the perfect time. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful?
All I have needs, I have not provided.
This has not been a stellar corn year for me. So the first thing I'm going to do, though, is look through all of this corn that's in these 2 beds, and I'm going to pick out the 2 best ears, and I'm not going to pick it because I'm going to save the seed from this. It's buhl, and you can save the seed from that particular variety. But I see a good one right here, and I just won't pick it. It will actually mature and mature some more, and then the whole stalk will look dead. And then, once I'm sure it's totally ripe and starting to dry and shrivel up, that's when I'll pick it. And then I'll let it finish drying indoors, where by then it's going to be rainy, or it normally is rainy at that time. And once it's dry, completely dry on the cob, it's really easy to remove it from the cob. I haven't bought this seed in a long time. I just keep saving from a couple of ears, year after year. So some of these ears are going to be a bit disappointing. So if you're in doubt, you can peel it back just a little bit and check down in there. This particular ear of corn may be too far gone. It is not full all the way to the top. So you're not looking to feel if it's full here. As I explained, we've had a very hot summer and dry. And this is what's going to happen. You're going to get a little bit of dry on the ends. That is not ideal. So I'm going to peel this back for you. Okay. So what I'm looking for, do you see how this has got some little wrinkles here? I don't know if that's going to show up on camera real well. That is a little bit too mature. Now watch. Do you see how I poked that in before it spurt? It's not too far gone, but look, I'm going to try this one. Toward the bottom, you see how it gives? It's not really spurting. Up toward the top, it's still fairly tender. That's what you're looking for. You want it to spurt when you pop it with your nail. So see the ridges here, but it's not that way all the way up. So I missed the window of opportunity by about 1 or 2 days. If I were to leave this on the stalk another 4 or 5 days, it really would start to be tough, and when you cook it, it gets gummy. So an insect wanted to get down in here, but I've been blessed with these little reddish brown birds that have been coming around in my garden, and they're helping me keep the worms and the beetles out of my corn. Look at there, that one's ready. When the ear of corn is ready, just pull it downwards and then up, and it'll come right off. This is the first year that I am unable to process this corn from the garden right to the freezer. So I'm going to keep that covered, and I'm going to keep it in the husk here until we can get to it. So it'll go straight to the refrigerator, and it'll be waiting 3 or 4 days. But we may have some fresh corn tomorrow as well. This is a rather puny stalk here, but it does have a small ear of corn developing on it. and I've peeled it back to check and see how far along it's come. And that can fill out a bit more. Now, it's probably not going to fill out at the top, but see down in here, it's coming along pretty well. I would give this another couple of days. 2 days will be fine. So then you just wrap it up again the best you can and just keep an eye out on it. And if I'm unsure about any of my corn, that's what I'll do for a few days. Just check 1 or 2 ears and then come back and check the same 1 or 2 ears until you're satisfied that it's fully mature. See, this one has a little bit of brown on it. I call these little half ears. Normally, Buell fills out all the way to the end. But this is what we've got this year, and that's what I'll take. So this is Silver Queen, and I can tell you it's not ready. You can see past the zinnias here. The top was dried and I picked it off, but with Silver Queen it's pretty easy to tell if it really is mature. As the kernels fill out, this ear kind of bends away from the stalk. So just to show you, I'm going to bring you in closer and show you what's going on in there, and I guarantee you it's just now starting. So if you're really careful and you want to check it, just peel it back very gently. Try not to disturb it. Okay, there's the very top. You can see through the silk. Now the other corn did not fill out all the way to the top, so I'm going to dig just a little bit deeper. Let's see if I can move the flowers for you. Let's see if you can see this. It is just now starting to fill out the kernels. So we're going to cover those back up the best we can, because now that ear is susceptible to either worms or beetles or gnats or ants. So if you're in doubt, just peel 1 or 2 back and see how far along they've come. From this stage to ready to pick, I would say 10 days, maybe 2 weeks. So I've had enough experience that I can tell these are ready. So I don't want to split them open unless I suspect that there could be a caterpillar or something down in there. But let me show you this real quick. See how the end has turned dark? That's another indication that's about as far as it's going to go. So let me peel this back just to show you. Again, it's not an ideal ear of corn, but it is as full as it's going to get. This one may be overripe. Let's check it. Yeah, see how I can push it in without it spurting? So if you're checking your corn every day, you want that to spurt. See there? This one's probably going to be a soup. Corn for soup. So I'm going to save this one. It feels pretty full. And this one. Yeah, this one's the best one so far. This one feels really good and solid too. So I'm going to save these, wind them around and mark it so I don't pick those. And I'll pick the ones next to it. Every time I pick corn, I look at it while it's on the stalk and I think I'm not going to get much. Well, this pot is a half a bushel, but technically a half a bushel is 30 ears, 30 full ears. I would say this is a good half bushel, and I'm very happy because I didn't think I was going to get this much. Thanks for watching. Give it a green thumbs up. And why not subscribe? I'm going to show you how to save your seeds for corn as well. They're not very big, but I'm pleased anyway because I really wasn't expecting very much because of the heat and the drought came so early this year. So these here I'm preparing to freeze on the cob. And these over here, I'll pull a couple out for tonight's dinner, and the rest will be cut off the cob, cooked, and then packed up to be quarts in the freezer.
Great is thy faithfulness, Lord, unto me.